Hi, it's Ellen Ann Shapiro, and today I want to talk to you about financial forgiveness. Powerful, powerful process, powerful topic. So, whether something seemed to happen to us or we did something that resulted in a financial trauma, and I'll explain what that is in a minute, that can literally affect our money and finances. And it also creates this energetic negativity every time we want to take an action or grow our income or handle our finances with confidence. So, financial trauma is something that happened that had a significant impact on you. And I really love the teachings from Margaret Lynch. I studied with her tapping into wealth coaching, and I just want to read you her definition. The acid test for whether or not you have financial trauma is this. Look at the numbers that represent your debt or your savings or both. And there's actually a process I can take you through called your money map, where you look at your savings, your debt, your income, and your sense of your earning potential. It's quite a powerful process. So as you think about the amount of your savings or your debt, do any memories pop up right away? A past incident, a bad decision you made, or a person who steered you in the wrong direction? Do thoughts come up like this? If only this hadn't happened, I'd be so much further ahead. Or I just can't forgive myself for my part in that. So if anything comes up around all of this, then you've had some kind of financial trauma. And we usually don't think of trauma as connected to finances, but a trauma is a sudden shock or loss or painful thing that happens. And certainly a lot of us have had that around money. So there's a whole process to take you through your financial trauma if you have one. But for right now, I want to do some simple tapping on financial forgiveness. So this is a tapping sequence. If you're not familiar with tapping, it's also called meridian tapping or EFT. If you're not familiar with those, there's a lot of videos online, and I have a basic tapping video also here, and more to come soon. So I'm not going to really go through the instructions for tapping. You can just try tapping along with me. And then you can go back and look, if you're not familiar with tapping, you can go back and look at my video or other videos about the process. But what you need to know right now is that tapping is gentle tapping on a series of acupressure or meridian points. And we say something as we're tapping. We usually start with the problem, the thing that's stressing you out. In this case, the trauma or the thing you're having trouble forgiving yourself for. So as we tap on the points, we're bringing down the stress in the body associated with whatever we're tapping on. Then in my style of tapping, we then transition into tapping in the positive. So if you just tap on the negative, what I've seen is that if you leave it there, the subconscious mind is going to keep pulling up more stuff, and we don't want to keep on doing that, at least not in a single session. So we want to go in, identify something that is stressful or negative or upsetting in some way that we want to clear out of your system, and then bring in the new empowering statements. So that's about all I want to say right now, and just follow along with me. And the tapping is light. It should not be hard. It shouldn't hurt you, right? And some people are stressed by tapping. They find it irritating. So just hold the point as I guide you through. And let me show you, you can use one hand or both hands. And you can just follow me. And if you're familiar with tapping or what I'm saying doesn't totally fit, you're welcome to change the wording. But for now, for just following the process, and if you're new to it, follow along with me. Okay, so we start with the setup. This is just getting ourselves in the best place to receive a benefit from this session. Okay, so we tap 3 fingers. It doesn't matter which hand, but I'm using my left hand on the side of my right hand. This is called the karate chop point. This is where the chop would be. Okay, so I'm tapping lightly here, and I say, even though I made this huge mistake with my finances, I choose to love and forgive myself anyway. Even though I know I could be much further ahead if I hadn't made that decision, I love and accept myself as I am. Okay, so that's an example. You don't always have to use those exact words, but that's an example of the setup. Now we're going to tap through. So, what a poor decision I made about my investments. So you could substitute wherever you made the poor decision. So I'm just teaching here, but so let's say, I can't believe I created this credit card debt. That could be another thing you could tap on, and then you're going to stay with that. So let's just go through a poor decision. Okay, I can't believe I made that decision so long ago about that money that I had saved up or that I inherited. I wish I had done more research. I wish I had checked it out further. How could I be so naive? How could I feel so powerless around money? When the truth is, I feel empowered around dealing with a lot of things in my life. But with this money thing, I just gave my power away. Under the arm. Even if I had any sense of power to begin with, I chose not to use it. Top of the head. In fact, I felt kind of like a deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to do. I felt frozen. I didn't know. I didn't know who to ask for help. So I struggled on by myself, not getting advice, not getting help, not getting financial education. Or maybe I trusted somebody and didn't do my own homework. Maybe I listened to a financial advisor and trusted them blindly. Maybe I listened to my husband or my wife. Maybe I allowed myself to be sold something or invest in something that really wasn't wise. I am so mad at myself. Why did I do that? There's a part of me that judges myself as stupid or ignorant or immature or just not smart. Wow, I have a lot of judgment about myself. I have some anger and frustration with my situation, with my lack of financial education, and maybe with someone else for giving me really poor advice, or with myself for ignoring it, sweeping it under the rug, not paying attention. But all of this stresses me out and makes me not want to take action now. So I wonder if I could choose to let any of this go. I would like to try that. I am willing to let go of judging myself. I am willing to let go of this anger and frustration. I am willing to let go of all these negative beliefs about myself or about money. I am willing to choose something new. I am willing to be more empowered. I am willing to ask for help. Wow, I can feel myself releasing some of the stress and tension. I am forgiving myself more as I continue to tap and coming into greater acceptance. I can't change the past, but I can change my attitude about myself. I can let go of beating myself up. I can let go of repeating the same things over and over again, top of the head, and begin to take empowered action now to look at my finances, to start seeing what kind of help I might need, and finding a good book or a course to help me. Yeah, starting to feel more peaceful, starting to calm down. And I am open to all new possibilities of forgiving myself and finally letting go of the past. Learning from it so I don't repeat the same mistakes, and then letting it go. I now choose to let it go. Yes, yes, feeling better already. And just stop and breathe. Hmm. And notice how much better you're feeling. So you might just feel more neutral or calm. You might actually feel motivated to take an action or do a financial forgiveness ritual for yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a sample of the kind of thing I work with people with through tapping into wealth coaching, which works with specific processes for healing our relationship with money and finance, being a lot more empowered so we can take the actions that we are guided to take and get good results from them. So it's Ellen Ann Shapiro. This is a financial forgiveness tapping meditation. I hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to come back and revisit it and go through this as many times as you need. And please do subscribe to my page and let other people know if you found this video useful. Ellen Ann Shapiro signing off for now.